First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A throw on the first play from Rogers. To the left side, and Adams has it. A first down throw from Rogers. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Lock out of the shotgun. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll go. It's locked. It is brought in the end zone. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Rogers. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Rogers on 1st down. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. Again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And he's going to be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. A short game. Down to the 7. Now here's second and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And now third and goal coming up.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. That one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Coming free is Conklin. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. Here's Rodgers. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First down for Aaron. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Taking a shot downfield for Adams.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's into the end zone. A terrific...
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Mexico City. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Nice.
On play action, Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
They'll run the sneak. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on second down. It's typically something that we see on third and fourth down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this first down, don't leave anything to chance, and he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
11. 12.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
All right. Robbie.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
Hey, uno more. Hey, south.
Here's Stroud. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
South. Hey, uno.
On second down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Look at hot. Bucky.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Mixon.
We could go back and forth about the play call, Mike, but what we can't argue about is the result of the play. I think that run caught them a little bit off guard. I mean, I think it caught us off guard. But that surprise is what gave them just enough space to convert on that fourth down.
On the quick, right?
Yeah, get this guy about it.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the back. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it
you
back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And they don't come through on the fake as the pass falls incomplete. And the fake punt is not gonna keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're gonna turn this football over on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Has some space inside the 15. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Jackson trying again after the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
This is Henry on second, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Middle.
Jackson now on third. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Giants football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw, here's Locke. He connects with the rookie from LSU. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 20-zip lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Gano ready to send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First down throw for Jackson. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. He's on the move. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
3rd and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Giants take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 27. He's got Bellinger. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catches on the roster.
That's the end of one, and yikes. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Singletary has the New York touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants grow their lead yet again.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look for the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew Smiley face emoji may not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Has his man. It's Corley. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Looking for a target. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Rodgers here from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you.
At the confluence of the 3 rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send Austin in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, 64 yards. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Block now to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Tracy trying the right side. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
That complete over the middle. He's got Manhertz, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
To throw it is Locke. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Locke to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 44 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. Finding room in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Flush to his right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Locke going to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Locke.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They look to throw. It's Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Forced out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Gano's kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Zebra.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Locke. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. They'll hand it to Tracy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll go again with Tracy. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Running left is Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 15 yards. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's...
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, Fields. And it is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Sit high.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
A handoff for Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That went down the field for Freiermuth.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On the give, it's Tracy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Singletary is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A first carry for Najee Harris.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
He'll buy some time right.
What you doing?
Caught at the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their
What
3rd
the
and
fuck
final
is that?
timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So
I don't even know how the fuck they let me pick that up. That's stupid.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go, son. Sit high.
All eyes on Fields.
Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go.
run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first... first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think they'd all like a little reset there offensively. Go ahead, head back to the locker room, retake the field all over again. Because that pregame speech clearly didn't take hold. Surrendering a sack on the first play of scrimmage can't happen.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60. Ready, ready.
Play fake here. Daniels escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Set, hurt. Come on, set. Let go.
Again, Daniels to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
A couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Hits him on the out route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
1 quarter down. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense.
Goes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Lock. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing his Lock. That's caught for the 1st. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Locke looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Working inside the red zone. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. To throw, here's Locke. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Tracy. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Tracy once more. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th could try to reach that end zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Gotta be lying. Tag. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. Trying for the deep ball. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Get it.
He'll throw it. He's trying another one deep. Big gain downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays plays like this, Brock, sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Seibert now to add the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Very short kick taken at the 19. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lock to throw it. He connects with the rookie from LSU. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. Gano ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. An option give to Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Come on, set.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
This is brought in at the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. It's caught. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Starting from the 5. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke to the air. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants drop the lead back to 13.
Commanders 27, Giants 14.
Gano ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19, Charger, 9, let's go.
Now Daniels to throw. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On second down, Robinson. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Giants have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the...
Touchdown, New York! The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Ready, ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
70.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break.
They did it! He made the interception! And he makes the house call! It's a touchdown on the pick six! You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Okay, ready?
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Stephanie!
Daniels coming back after that pick. It is caught left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Has a man. It's Brown. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That was a beautiful picture, Kate, of stop the run on the way to the quarterback. Third downs, I don't mind a draw call. You're thinking pass. You want those defensive ends to come upfield. But kudos to that whole defense to stop that run on the way to the quarterback.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw it.
Yeah.
And they won't do it. So that falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
He's back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. That could be
Good
it,
game,
folks. It's
boy.
intercepted.
Good game, my
Picked out
boy.
by
Good game, my boy.